Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm Chelsea, you know that, I know that. Just a lady with a bulldog and a camera and far too many opinions that you're gonna hear about today. We are going through some sleep regression, so let's put on some makeup while we go over some more Transact card craziness. Now, as always with these specific videos, be sure to come back in like a week, a few days, a minute, and look in the comments and see some Transact card cult members going off in the comments, spouting out just like the most ridiculous stuff. With this one in particular, it's definitely one of those scenarios where I always just want to say to them, what do I have to show you to have you believe me, or to have you believe that this is a scam? Like, what do I have to show you? It's truly crazy. So we're going to go ahead and watch this video and debunk a bunch of that is in it and do our makeup at the same time, because I look like the human embodiment of postpartum depression. I am. Anyways, let's go.
Okay, you're really quiet. Let me turn you up. I think it's just my volume on my side. And the lighting in here is so bright. Okay. There we go. That's better.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we've been getting a lot of questions about what we're doing. What is this new thing? What is Transact card? So we thought the best thing to do would be to come on here and just kind of talk to you guys about it and tell you a little bit more about it, what it is. And I'm going to talk about the card side, and Sarah's going to talk about the income opportunity and the business side of it. So, okay, so what is Transact card? Basically, it is a whole new way of banking that we are super excited about because, well, I never thought I'd be excited about banking before, but I am excited about saving money. So this is a FDIC insured Visa debit card. It's not a credit card, and it is it's tied to a FDIC insured bank, and it is a rewards debit card. So every time you use this card, whether you're buying groceries or gas or paying your bills, you earn rewards dollars back on everything you spend. So it's dollar for dollar matched rewards. And the cool thing is that not only do you earn rewards, it's kind of like Venmo, where you're transferring money onto it. You're not charged any fees. There's no you're not going into debt. You're transferring money from your checking account to this account, and it's linked to a checking account tied to a bank. So I personally am excited about the fact that you don't go into any debt, but you get to get rewards, kind of like with your favorite rewards credit card.
So this was filmed clearly on probably, I think, at the beginning of December, because they reference the end of December. And it's just truly wild how, again, Transact card people are promoting things that absolutely have not happened. And they keep pushing back their dates for like their launch and when this is available and when that's available. And they're talking about things that aren't even possible yet with the like platform that they are promoting. Now they're saying that their card is an FDIC insured, not the card that's insured. It would be the bank that it's through that is insured, but they don't have a banking partner. And even when you log in to your like back office or to their website, it even says checking account is temporarily unavailable. We are transitioning to another banking platform and checking accounts are not available at this time, which is super interesting because I thought Transact card was the banking platform. So are you looking for another banking platform or another bank? This is quite interesting. So here's an interesting tidbit. First and foremost, there are no cards. So I want that to be very clear. They don't have cards yet. They are, like I already said, they don't have a banking partner. This is supposed to be announced on January 31st. They keep pushing it and pushing it and pushing it. Keep in mind, it was also supposed to be announced in November at their grand opening, their official launch in Las Vegas, which y'all aren't even launched yet. What are you doing? It's so strange. So if there are no cards, that means like, why are you signing people up? So if there are no cards, that means that people are only ranking up and only actually making money by recruiting others to be DBOs. Because if you're going to recruit someone to be a Transact card member, meaning like a card holder, meaning just someone that uses the card, like how and why would you do that when there aren't any cards? Like what are y'all signing people up for? That makes no sense. Also, I'll have all the products I'm using linked down below. There will be affiliate link. And no, that's not the same as someone in an MLM making money off of you, because I'm not forcing you to, and that is not what my income is based off of. You do not have to spend money for me to make money. And yes, I am very tired. And I do appreciate a lot of the DMs that I've been receiving from fellow mothers or just people in general regarding like sleep deprivation, the sleep regression, and girl, what have I done with my face? What's going on? It's a lot. I was literally, this is just me ranting, sorry, but I was literally complaining to Tony last night, not complaining, venting to Tony last night that like I feel like I've just like lost myself. Like my wit is not there. My brain is not there in general. Like my like quickness, like I was writing a script and it was like so hard for me to even like articulate a metaphor. It was so difficult and it just sucks. You know, usually like typically I'm really good at writing and that was really frustrating for me. And I feel like that's just part of postpartum. Like this kid took all my brains. He took all my smarts. I completely forgot that I was going to pull this up, but she said there's diapers in the Z Club. No, there's not. I searched for it. There's no diapers. What are you talking about? There's no diapers, lady. And then also she's like, oh, there's name brands. There's like luxury items you use every day. I don't know if she said it yet, but she's like, oh, my kids love designer and luxury products. Well, what luxury products? What luxury products are you referring to? And you said that they love Adidas. Well, guess what? There's not Adidas. There was only Oakley and Under Armour in there. And then everyday products, there's no everyday products in there. Luxury and name brand, do you mean Smart Music flower pot planter pink for $14? Is that what you mean? Or do you mean the Jumbo Connect 4 for $149? But like also, give me that because I want that. Do you want a carving knife? How about the My Pillow guy? Because all of his products are in there, even the coffee that he sells. All of his products are in there. So like, is that luxury? Is that name brand? Is that like highly coveted everyday items that like you really need? Because I don't think so.
We need and we buy all the name brands that we know and love. I was on the store just earlier today looking at getting some things for my kids, and they've got Adidas shoes, Puma, my teenager likes that. And just a lot of the stuff that we were already buying from Amazon or wherever. So it's free shipping. So the other cool thing is that not only are you buying down the cost of items in their online store, but you can also use your rewards dollars to buy down the cost of travel in their travel club. So they have this whole big travel club where you can right now you can purchase hotels, you can get a condo, you can purchase a timeshare, and it's literally traveling at wholesale prices. Like I'm so excited about this. I was looking at some of the deals on there, and I don't know if you've had a chance to look at that, Sarah, but
Yeah.
I saw a deal for a 3-night stay in Vegas that went from $500 for a 3-night stay down to $40 because you're buying it down with your Z-Bucks. And remember,
Right.
your Z-Bucks are something that you're getting from spending the money you were already spending. We're not spending any extra money here. We're just
Right.
using the card instead of our regular bank card, and we're buying our groceries, we're paying our bills, we're paying for our fuel, and we're getting rewarded for doing that, which is pretty awesome.
But you're not doing that because you don't have any cards. The bank that they were partnered with was like, no. And they haven't announced their new banking partner. So you're lying. The thing is that unknowingly or knowingly, they're still lying and they're still manipulating others for their own financial gain. But the thing is that I do believe that oh my God, what in the Trixie Mattel? I think that they believe that this is going to happen. Like these things are going to be available. So they're like, oh, well, like, yeah, it's like, that's the plan. Like it isn't available right this second, but it will be. And it's like, will it be? I don't have that much trust in myself. How do y'all have that much trust in a company that has repeatedly for almost a year, completely just lied to you nonstop and push things back and push things back?
Yeah.
And then the other thing they have that is really cool, especially at this time of year because Christmas and everybody's buying gift cards for friends and family, is they have a program called Easy Power. So basically, you can buy gift cards, and then by buying gift cards, it's this really cool digital gift card that you can send out to friends and family, and they can actually switch it out for any other kind of gift card that they want. So say you bought them a Target gift card, and for some odd reason they don't like Target, they could then switch it out for an Amazon gift card. And it's super easy. It comes in like in your text message, and they can click on the card, they can flip it over, look at the opposite side, see what the balance is, scan the barcode, and then they can switch it out for, they have hundreds of different companies on there that you can switch it out for. Like everywhere you would want to buy a gift card from is available. And then you earn rewards dollars from buying the gift cards. So if you bought one of your friends a gift card to, man, I'm so bright. If you bought one of your friends a gift card, for $100, you would earn $200 back in the rewards dollars that you could then go and use to buy down items in the online marketplace or to buy down the cost of travel. And
what? Excuse me? This is so just like, I wish sometimes that I was this hopeful and delusional. Like, do you think their life, like, do you think it's like your life is easier if you believe this type of stuff? It probably is. Your life is probably a lot easier if you're not just like a realist.
About you guys, but I found, like, or you, Sarah, but I found it's really hard to travel or to be able to afford it with a lot of kids.
For sure.
Travel is just so expensive. And I'm so excited to be able to travel. Like, all the deals that I found on there to be able to travel with my kids is it's giving me hope again, and it's making me excited. I saw there was a trip to Park City, Utah at like ski season when it's super expensive, and I've always been wanting to take my kids skiing. And the prices, like to stay at a ski resort, are insane. Like normally you'd spend $300 to $400 a night, and I found one. So for like a 3-night stay, instead of spending $1,600, you could buy it down with your Z-Bucks to $1,200. So
Wow.
that makes me excited to think about being able to travel and to be able to actually afford traveling, and just from spending the money that I'm already spending anyway.
Okay, so the only way, if I'm understanding this correctly, and I'm sure there will be some Transact card babes in the comment section who will tell me different. And you know what? Go for it. I'm getting this literally from y'all. So please prove me wrong. From what I am understanding, you earn Z-Bucks by card swipes, possibly from recruiting other people below you to also become DBOs, digital branch operators, owners, whatever. But the thing is that there aren't any cards right now. So if there aren't any cards, you're not making any money off of any swipes because there aren't any cards to swipe. And if there aren't any cards to swipe and no one's spending that money, then you're not earning Z-Bucks. So then that means that the only way you are earning the Z-Bucks is by recruiting people under you. Why are y'all promoting something that quite literally does not exist? And I got a great question. What the hell is this company doing with all of this money? It makes zero sense that they aren't real. So wild. And apparently they have been like just pushing stuff off and pushing stuff off. It's kind of like the Jehovah's Witness. They'll give you a date of when doomsday is going to happen, and then it comes and goes, and they're like, hey, actually, it's next weekend. That's when Jesus is coming back in his spaceship to come get us. But he's actually not going to come get us because the however many thousand people, 1,100, I don't know, people that he is going to take up with him have already been chosen. So there's no need to pack your jean skirt, Deborah or Jebediah. There's no reason. Yeah, I just find that super interesting, and they just keep pushing it back and pushing it back. And they were supposed to, like I said, launch all of this and have everything ready. And a banking partner announced in November at their thing that they were doing in their launch that they were doing in November in Las Vegas. But then that obviously came and went. And right before that, the one of the co-founders, the CEO, dropped out. And then also their like original banking partners dropped out too. And now there are no cards. If there are no cards, there are no Z-Bucks unless you are recruiting a bunch of people below you. Because obviously, like I said, without a card, there are no Z-Bucks. And apparently now there is an event that they are hosting on January 27th, which is next week. I'm filming this right now on January 18th. This will probably go up closer to this event. And this is apparently when they're announcing everything. They have promised all of their people internally that they will be allegedly announcing their banking partner and all the cards will be out by January 31st. But they keep having all these events and you have to register and pay like $35 to go. If you work for a company, you shouldn't have to pay to go to an event, especially if it's virtual. Like, you work for the company, you make the company money. Why are you doing that? So apparently multiple people have actually told me that they think that this is just how they're going to continue to get money from people. And then also in February, apparently the DBO monthly, like $50 a month starts again because they like postponed it, but that starts again. And instead of just announcing things, they just keep pushing out like $500 or 500 Z-Bucks, Shroot Bucks to their members. So it's like, hey, this hasn't opened yet. And guess what? You're just losing money, but here's some more invisible money that you can't use. Their 2024 kickoff, and it says, we are Transact card, one choice, one voice, one dream, one team. What in the corporate cringe? Now banking changes forever. Does it? Because it looks like you're never actually going to start the company. And of course, there is a Bible verse because, And let's just go through this real quick. I got nothing to say about Eric Allen. He looks a little bit creepy. And nothing to say about Dr. J. I doubt she's an actual doctor. She looks fabulous. I'm sure she just is working it. First of all, you can just put founder now because your other co-founder dropped out. Also, why does it look like you're about to go eat ratatouille prepared by a rat in a Paris restaurant? Ego, what are you doing? And then Gary and Larry, I assume you're twins. Larry, looks like your face hasn't moved in probably 30 years. Gary, why is your forehead that big? I know we shouldn't make fun of people's looks, but these people are actively scamming people who have no business wasting their own money. And it's awful. So I'm going to make fun of them all I want.
Right now, if you get the card right now before December 31st, it's only $25 for life, and you never have to pay anything again. Like that's basically the cost of taking your friend out to lunch.
Right. If you join now and get the card, then guess what? You actually won't ever get the card because it's over a month later and none of them have cards yet.
And you also get double the rewards dollars for your whole first year. So you spend $200, you get $400 back to use on whatever you want. And sometimes they have flash sales.
You can't use it on whatever you want because there's like literally nothing in the Z Club. And they're saying, oh, well, apparently and they say that there's flash sales, but the flash sales are of things that are in the Z Club in their marketplace. So it's only things from there. It's not going to be like other stuff. And with that, you can't split the cost between like your Z-Bucks and your money. It can only be bought with Z-Bucks. So let's just see what she has to say about that.
The Z Club, which is the online marketplace, where your money is no good and you're buying stuff with only your rewards dollars. So completely free. So say if you needed a new microwave, for instance, and you just all of a sudden saw a notification that microwaves were on flash sale, then you could buy that with your rewards dollars.
You would think that she would have looked on the Z Club and been like, oh, I should probably use an example of something that is actually available. Because guess what? There are not microwaves in the Z Club. There are not microwaves. There are not diapers. That's not a thing.
Without spending any money. So right now, some of our friends are actually on a cruise that they got for free. They only use their rewards dollars on it, and it was completely free because they got it on a flash sale. So
their friends got that on a flash sale and didn't spend any money. So how did your friends get that many Z-Bucks? If there aren't cards, that means that they're recruiting people, right? So your friends are going on a cruise because they recruited so many people into this company, allegedly, and there isn't even a product because technically the product is what, the card? There is no card. They had it for a second, but now they don't work. So
another thing like that you can do right now is if you get a card or like before December 31st, then you're getting double the rewards. You can really rack up a lot of rewards dollars. When those flash sales come in, you can get those things for free. So is there anything else that you wanted to mention about the card that I didn't cover, Sarah? You've been getting from people?
Yeah, I mean, like my biggest thing is I have 2 adult children that are over 18. And I think that sometimes, we count those kids out, like that they might not want to do something like this. But I know that both of my kids were like very interested because of the travel and the luxury items. I mean, they're poor college kids,
Right.
So I think that's really important that anybody 18 and up can get a card.
Definitely. Oh yeah, my son's really excited about it too. And it's neat because even if they're not 18, you can actually add 5 card members.
Right.
So I have 2 teenagers and I'm going to be getting them a card underneath me because it's going to help them learn how to, be smart with money, how to budget.
You know what it's actually going to teach them? That you're scamming them, that you don't care, and that you're going to put them in a not great financial situation. Oh, so you can sign them up as TCMs, Transact card members, under you, which I assume is a requirement to rank up to a certain point. Like, girl, how are you teaching them how to be like financially responsible when it's an MLM? Like, you're just going to sign them up under you? Like, that's messed up. Please don't do that. Please don't quite literally exploit your children like that. Who needs to start a family vlogging channel when you can just sign your kid up for an MLM underneath you and say like, oh yeah, I can't wait for them to use this card that quite literally does not exist.
I can load as much money as I want on there. And then when they're spending money on whatever they need, whether it's, going out to lunch or going to the movies with friends, then, we're going to be getting rewards dollars back on their spending as well, which is just a great way to, then they can learn well.
So like I was saying, I feel like they do think that all this is real, because if they didn't believe this scam and they like knew and like were self-aware and they knew they were scamming, I don't think they would get their kids involved. And who knows, they could just be. I truly do believe that they think all of this is real.
I'm going to get rewards back and I can then use it to go buy down a pair of my favorite shoes in that store. So yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm planning on doing the same thing with my 14 and 17-year-old. Yeah. So, because those boys love their name brand shoes and name brand clothes. It's just crazy.
Right.
So,
another question I've been getting a lot of is people have been asking me if there are any like fees, like if you don't, or if there's any minimums. And no, there are not. There's no minimum amount that you don't have to put any money on there if you don't want to, or you can put thousands of dollars on there if you want to.
There are no minimums. You don't have to put any money on there. Well, then how are you going to use it? Why would you open the account or even join if you didn't put any money on there? Like, what are you talking about? Absolutely crazy. It's just interesting that they're saying it like that because they do have monthly fees. Like I said, in February, they're going to start, from what they have said, they're going to start the like DBO. I think it's 50 a month. It might be 25 a month, but I'm pretty sure it's 50 a month. That they have to pay 50 a month to like remain active.
There's no fees. You never have to worry about them taking any money out for anything. The only fee is that one-time fee of $25. That's it. If you get it before December 31st.
Right.
So me, is a no-brainer. I'm like, I spend that much money when I go take my daughter out to Starbucks.
Yeah, I spend that one like breathing.
This economy, right?
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, and then the other thing that I get is a lot of people would be like, well, how are they able to do that? And part of that is part of the business side of it. But like, people are like, well, how are they able to give back all those rewards?
Oh, so she's going to tell us how it actually works and how they're actually able to give back the rewards, and she's going to make sense of it. So this is great because we don't really know. So let's listen up. Are you listening? Gotta listen.
That's a lot of the questions that I get. And so the answer to that is, I mean, really, we're dealing with an industry that's needed to be changed for a very long time. Banks have been protecting shareholders and, giving them all of the profit from all of this stuff. And so that's what makes me really excited is that, we're never going to notice the transaction fees change from this card to a different card. You're not going to see anything different or any more charges with this card than you would like any other debit card, right?
Right.
But instead of, I was going to say, but instead of using those transaction fees to give back to the shareholders, they're using those transaction fees to give back to the people. And so I think that that's really amazing. Like, that's one of the things that I am talking about nonstop, because I'm like, I think it's a hard concept for people to understand because like most of us don't understand it.
It's a hard concept for most people to understand because you don't understand it. And they're saying that they're able to give back so much money because of the transaction fees. That doesn't make any sense because they're just giving out 500 Z-Bucks like every month now, like every month it takes for them to get started, they're just shelling out more and more to try to shut people up and keep them around. So really, I think how the company's like really making money is by people signing up to be a DBO. Because otherwise, what is that money for? Literally nothing. Like that's how they're able to keep their company going. It's not because of transaction fees, because let's be honest, that's pennies. That makes no sense.
For sure.
So
Yeah. And the other thing is a lot of people have like a favorite credit card and they've been asking me, well, I just want to keep using my credit card because I get all these airline miles and I get all these points. And so you can actually double dip. You can pay your credit card bill with your Transact card, which means you're going to be getting all your credit card points, your airline miles, all of that. And then you're also going to be getting rewards dollars back. When you pay that bill, you're going to be getting those rewards dollars back to then go and buy down travel to buy items in the marketplace, which is super awesome. So
yeah, so you get all those airline miles and get your flight for free, and then you go stay for free.
yeah,
No brainer.
totally.
This is going to be mean, but it's a no-brainer because you have to have no brain to think that this is legit.
Do you want me to touch on the business a little bit?
Yeah, sure. I think we covered everything about the card. If anybody has any questions at all about the Transact card itself.
This is actually another question I have for Transact card people who are watching this, because let's be honest, I know you're watching. For instance, this was sent to me from like 4 or 5 different people, and it says, "Yup, and get rid of those moles who share accounts with YouTube skeptic trying to call everything a scam. But yeah, those crypto people, dang, they're attacking DMs on a daily basis. Wish Facebook could purge these scammers." That is bold of you, sir. It's really funny that they don't understand that I have multiple people in there. For anyone who is in Transact card now, and if you're watching this video, if you made it this far into the video, my question to you is, since this company and the higher ups, whatever, since they have been pushing off and pushing off and pushing off the actual launch, since they have basically lied to you so much and pushed off, and like the company hasn't actually like started yet, how in, pardon my language, the heck are you still in? Like, how are you still believing this? Is it that you just really think it's like such a good idea that you're just going to believe whatever they say, or like you just wish so hard for it to work? Or is it the sunk cost which really all of that is cognitive dissonance, or is it the sunk cost fallacy where it's like you spent maybe not even so much money, but so much time and talked about it so much and exhausted friendships and all that? Is it that you've done that so much that you're like, well, I don't know. It's just, it's crazy. So that's really my question is like, what are you actually doing? I feel like that sounds mean, but like, what are you doing?
Definitely answer you, later on.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so the business side of things, I get really excited talking about this because I have done several different business opportunities myself. I've owned a photography business, a cleaning company. I've done social selling on and off for 12 years. And this is the first time in any of my businesses where I feel like I'm giving back to people instead of taking something from someone.
Right.
I don't have to ask anybody to spend any money on anything they wouldn't normally be spending.
What about opening a new checking account? And what about buying a debit card? Aren't debit cards free? They come with your account. That doesn't make any sense. You're not having them pay any money that they wouldn't already be spending. What if they join as a DBO? There's definitely spending money that they wouldn't be normally spending. So again, to what are you referring, madam? Wild. Also, she's been in direct sales, social selling forever, clearly. And that's unfortunate. Obviously, this is the first of your businesses where you feel like you're not taking something away from someone. What did you do in those cleaning businesses, girl? Were you just stealing from people? Like, that's not how you clean. That is really not how you clean.
Them save money. And so instead of saying like, hey, I need you to buy this from me or pay this fee for me to like do a photo shoot or clean your house or whatever, I can actually just save you money and be able to provide for my family as well. I think a lot of times people get burnt out in this social selling environment because in my experience, it disrupted some of my relationships and my friendships because I felt like that's all I was talking to them about. Like, please buy something, please buy something. Well, I never have a hard time talking to people about this because I'm just helping them. And so it's actually like,
You felt like you were taking something from someone and having them spend money on something that they wouldn't normally spend money on. Oh, pay this fee so I can do this photography for you. Pay this amount so I can clean this for you. Hi, that's called an actual business. That's literally how a business works. What are you talking about? You're not just helping them because it's probably not, like, let's not say probably, it is not something that they actually need. You're not helping them, you're helping you. It's not altruistic. Although they try to act like it is, especially when they're like, oh, well, I'm just doubling your buying power. Are you? Because there's no cards. Are you? Because you're talking about something that doesn't exist. Oh, well, with this card, what card? Where is it? Girl, is the debit card in the room with us now?
I'm able to just be positive and talk to people about something that can actually help them. And so that's really exciting. But the perks of the business, I want to touch on a little bit. So we have a bunch of perks that are expiring on December 31st that I just want to touch on. The first being that we have a, like if you get started to build a business and you're talking to people and stuff, and all this team is so supportive, we help you get to a certain place in your business, then you have no fees. No, there won't be any fees, like any monthly fees for having a business here. And also the normally there would be like a 10% commissions, right? That's how the company funds some of this stuff. They're going to put most of that, 9% of it, into a high yield savings account for us. So it's like a retirement plan. Like this company is giving us a retirement plan. Yeah. I'm like,
money, so I'm excited about that.
yeah, I'm like, it's forced savings. So like we can have a retirement plan that's a high yield interest earning savings account, and we're able to, still be able to provide for our families. I've never seen that. Like most entrepreneurship endeavors, I've never seen that. And then let's talk just really quickly about the founders match. Okay. So if you start a business,
A lot of things. It's not even just a few things. It's a lot of things. First and foremost, you know what else? What other venture you could do that usually gets you a IRA, an investment account, a retirement account, an actual job. Revolutionary, I know. An actual job, most of them, yes. And then you can roll it over to your next one, or your next one, or your next one, right? Just do that. It's so insane that they're like, I've never heard of that. Probably because you haven't had a real job, lady. Like, so wild. When you become a founder, you don't become a founder of a company. You can start a company, your own company. They do not own anything. You are not a digital branch owner. You're a salesperson. There's no branch. There's nothing. It's just a fancy name. Just like all of the names and ranks of MLMs, in MLMs, they don't mean anything. And it is honestly so just patronizing to women, I feel like. I know the financial ones, like this one, it's primarily male driven, but ugh, I hate it. So she said, now when you start a business, you're not starting a business. Okay. And then also she's like, well, in any other entrepreneurial thing, like they don't have that. Who's they? I have that. A certain amount of my income, of my revenue every month goes into my Fidelity account, my investment account. Because obviously doing this, I don't have Roth IRA, a retirement savings plan, whatever, through like a company that sets it up for me. So I set that myself. That's it, boo. So crazy. And also, I've never heard of any other entrepreneurial thing doing this. Who else what other small businesses financial details have you been involved in? It's not common because most people don't talk about that stuff, but y'all are freaks.
And you get started before the 31st, and you reach the first level of this business, which everybody's going to be helping you. Cassie's building into her team. I'm building into my team. And it's all about like, everybody talks about the season of giving. I'm like, it's the business of giving. So we're like, we're building down. Yeah, we're building down deep into our teams to help them build their businesses because we want everyone to be winning here, you know?
We want everyone to be winning here. We are building down. We help you rank up. And why do you think they help you rank up? Because that is the only way they rank up. And as of right now, since there are no cards and they are not making any money with the swipes, have to have you rank up. And if they have you rank up and get, I believe, I could be wrong, I think it's 3 people under them, then you become a manager. My train of thought got all cattywampus because my husband came and gave me a smoochie kiss. But what I was going to say is that when you recruit 3 people under you, I believe this is correct. And if it's not, I will email Ethan and have him correct it. But if you don't see his little tidbits on the screen, then that means that I'm right. Or I just forgot. Oh well. So if you recruit 3 people, then if you recruit 3 DBOs under you, then you are bumped up to manager. And then at that point, then you like made back your investment basically. So you've gotten even, whatever. But that is a good way like to make it so someone ranks up enough to make it so they make their money back like right away, whatever, or within like the first month or week. That's a great way to try to make sure that they will not leave. That's the best way. So with that, they obviously are going to try to help you rank up as soon as possible so that you don't leave, so that their downline retention is good, but then also so that they will rank up quickly as well. And to obviously replace the people who have already left because they realized it was a scam.
So if you think about that and you have 10, let's say you have 10 people that wanted to get a card, then the company will give you 50. So you're starting your business ground floor opportunity with 60 card holders underneath you. It's just mind blowing to me.
As always, just like with the Mon 8 girlies who were like, this is the ground floor opportunity. Girl, this has been around for 7 years, 8 years. This is not ground floor. We're on the like 85th floor. And by 85th floor, I mean the basement. And by basement, I mean in hell. Now, don't get me wrong. This company did like technically just start this year, but there's already so many people in it. It's not a ground floor opportunity. It's really not. So please keep that in mind.
Like the opportunity there. Let's say you have 20. Okay. And let me tell you, I have 10 card holders now. And I'm like, it's super easy to help. I think I have more than 10 now, but it's easy to find card holders because people want to save money. The economy is awful. I mean,
girl, you ain't got no card holders. You ain't even a card holder because there are no cards. This is so great. I love this scam. Obviously, I hate it, but like, I love it.
Cassie and I were talking about it. We're both spending like almost $2,000 a month on just groceries.
Insane.
And that doesn't...
Yeah, y'all both got 18 kids. Duh. With just me and Tony and Wiggum and the little beanster. I was about to say he doesn't eat food yet. He does. He eats purees. But that's like twice a day and like 4 spoons. And the spoon is like this big in rubber. So, well, it's silicone, but still not really good. I have been very consistent with like planning out our dinners, and I will, get snacks and stuff for his lunches, lunch for me. Pick up really we get formula at Sam's Club because it's cheaper and it's the same thing as Infamil. But yeah, so we do that. And like, I would say probably we spend like $300 a week, 2 of us that are actually eating. So yeah, it's called inflation. You know what you shouldn't do when the economy's bad is waste money, especially on an MLM.
Count like, if my son needs a Gatorade while he's at hockey, and he has to go buy a Gatorade or like whatever,
Oh, for sure.
Or like my husband travels some for work. If he has to stop and get something to eat on the way home, doesn't count that. We're talking about straight groceries, and my babies are out of diapers and we're not paying for formula, and it's still like crazy. And
what's so wild is they never talk about what their husbands do for work, or the fact that like, oh, this is such a great opportunity and I'm making money. And it's like, yeah, but it's not attainable, but it's also not sustainable. Girl, what? Sustainable. And the only reason it is because of typically their spouse has a stable income. And y'all know I've always been very honest about that and said like, no, I would absolutely not be able to do this if I was single. No, I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to do this full time, and meaning full-time income wise, because realistically, like I usually always say I work like 4 hours a week, but that's not true. I work a lot, but I wouldn't be able to have the flexibility and do this as a job. Obviously, if it wasn't for you guys, clearly, thank you so much, I love you. Even more so if it wasn't for my husband's super stable job. So I really feel like they need to be honest about that and be transparent. I know that's kind of like a weird thing to say, but if you're selling someone an opportunity and selling them on your job, and your main way, not your job, your scam, but your main way of doing that is talking about how much money you make and like your lifestyle and all this, and then you're not even gonna mention like, oh yeah, I'm only able to do this because of my spouse's income. Like, okay.
And both of us are very frugal when it comes to like grocery shopping too.
I still do coupons and rebate apps. I mean, I still do all of that, and I still don't save nearly enough, but I mean, I'm definitely not getting dollar for dollar back rewards, right now. I mean, I'm going
Yeah.
to, cards coming in the mail, so.
Dollar for dollar back rewards when, you can't buy diapers or a microwave, but you sure can buy a plant. You can surely buy a musical flower pot. What? Like, what in the Temu is this marketplace?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, like, I'm super passionate about those card holders because it's really helping people. But like, let's say you have 20, okay, and they're going to give you 5 card holders for each of those people. You're starting off with over 100 card holders.
Mhm.
Like, the possibilities are endless. And the fact that this business is so different.
Girl, the possibilities are not endless. They are non-existent. Because what doesn't exist? The card. Drives me crazy.
Social selling environments, there's a lot of choices for people to choose from. And so something might work better for someone else and they go with a different company than what you have, even if you feel like your products are the best, or maybe they are the best out there. There's just the bottom line is there's always a lot of choices.
Right.
With this, we're the only one. And
Right.
so, first of all, it's super easy to talk to people about it. And second of all, if they wanted to save in this way, which is, I've never seen anything like it.
What is that noise? So we're the only ones that can do this. Like, y'all don't even do what you offer, which is wild. Absolutely wild. And it's like, why do you think you're the only ones, if you were to actually be doing that, why do you think you're the only ones that do it? Basically not possible. You're not the only ones that do it because there are so many other, like organizations, cards, financial institutions that offer like actual great cashback and rewards. Like, for instance, the Apple Card.
Things, but it's so saturated. And one thing I really love about the business that really excited me.
So they weren't talking about banking. They were talking about other MLMs. I mean, it's really not that different than any other MLM. It's just as scammy, and the only difference is that they literally don't have a product right now. So, like, by definition, right now, Transact card would technically be a pyramid scheme.
Yes.
That's just so huge because in the company I worked with before, you work really hard and you hit it, you are at a certain level of commissions in your company, and then the month starts over and you're back at zero. So
Right.
here we don't do that. Whatever bonus you're at, you get that every single month, and you don't have to re-rank, or you don't have to, earn that again. So I love that.
Yeah, that's amazing. I know I would always feel like, oh my gosh, now I have to go ask all of those people to buy again. This month it was it just felt very daunting to me, and I know that like this doesn't feel that way because I don't have to ask anybody to like continue doing anything that they're not already doing. I feel like a lot of people.
It's the same as when they say things like, oh, you're already scrolling social media and washing your hair, but you're not already posting about this constantly, talking about it constantly, and trying to sell people on this and recruit people into it. So, no.
Cutting out a lot of the extras right now and scaling back a little bit. I think people, are just feeling it. I mean, I just read the other day, it costs the average American household $11,000 more to maintain their status of living per year, yes, than in previous years. And I mean, you think about it, that's like $1,000 a month.
But like, where did you hear that from? That's not really how inflation works. Also, most employers, most jobs, you would be getting a merit increase, a raise. arguably almost every year. What's she talking about? Like, where'd you hear that from, girl?
If you're watching this now or you replay it later, like, think about what would adding $500 back into your budget by building a business and helping, and all you have to do is help people. It's, it's the easiest thing to talk about.
If you want to help people, go volunteer at a shelter, at a soup kitchen, at a thrift store. I was actually thinking about that the other day because I was like, I would love to work here. I would love to, donate my time and help out. Go do that instead of trying to sign up someone under you so that you can make money. Like, it's not altruistic. Stop acting like it is.
Whatever your dream is for your family, I know, listen, if you've done any social selling, it's like, you can do this here. Like, okay, but you really can do this here. You're entering at a ground floor opportunity, and there's nothing else like this out there, and you don't have to sell anything.
You don't have to sell anything. You don't have to convince anyone to open a new checking account, to buy a card that isn't even available. Like, yes, then what are you doing right now? You were just trying to sell something. Like, the doublespeak is crazy. And doublespeak, we haven't talked about it in a while, but we're going to get real into it with a few videos we have coming up. But according to helpfulprofessor.com, doublespeak is the language that deliberately distorts, disguises, obscures, hides, or reverses the meaning of words. So literally what they do every single day when they just make up new meanings of things.
It's really that simple.
We're starting
And if you're thinking about it at all, you need to do it today.
Babe, if it was that simple, y'all would have access to the cards. You would have your checking accounts. There wouldn't be just my pillow guy in the Z Club. Like, if it was that simple, y'all wouldn't have, knowingly or unknowingly, lied multiple times in this call.
So that we can get you all the momentum going into the new year. A lot of these perks, like I said, expire on the 31st for both the card and the business. Really, the card, the only thing that changes, right, is that $25 fee. If you get it before the 31st, it's only the one-time fee. If you get one after the 31st, then it will be a $25 annual fee. But I mean, like I said, I spent $25 breathing.
Right. I mean, we spend way more than that for our Amazon Prime or our Costco membership, and this is going to be just like that.
It's going to be just like that, but not at all, because it's basically the My Pillow Guy store, and that's it. Oh, and also you can't even buy anything from it right now.
Even $25 a year is such a great deal, but personally, I'd rather just spend $25 at once, so.
Right. Yeah. I mean, yeah, save money, right? But yeah, I'm trying to think if there was anything else. We talked about the savings account. We talked about the no fees if you get in. The founders match. I think we're probably good.
Yeah, and it's so easy to build here too. Sarah and I both, we hit the first rank within the first week. And, in the previous company that I worked with before, it took me a year to even do that. And it's just amazing how simple this is, because this is something everyone needs. Everyone needs to save money right now. Everyone is struggling, and everybody needs to either save money or make money or both. And it's so easy to just talk about this because we're just here to help people. That's what we're here to do.
Right.
And I just love
If you were there to just help people, you wouldn't be in an MLM. You wouldn't be doing this call. Yeah, man, not cool. That's like, oh God, I hate it. I hate it. Thanks, I hate it.
And how everyone is really looking out for each other and helping each other win here. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, well. Oh, is Amy on there? I didn't see. Yeah. Oh, hi, Amy. But yeah, so anyway, yeah, I mean, if you have any questions, we're both free to answer your questions. Like, I'm just super excited about it. I mean, I know that Cassie and I have been working around the clock, not because we have to, but because we really are super passionate about what we're doing. I wake up every morning excited to go and
Not because we have to. Girl, if you don't keep those people under you and maintain your rank, then you will not be making money. If you stop talking about it, then you won't be making money or getting your your coveted elusive because they don't exist, Z-Bucks. So again, what are you talking about? We do this not because we have to. No, you can have to and want to at the same time. Like, that's like when people try to come for me or other YouTubers and they're like, they're just in it for the money. You can like something, and I love my job so much. It's amazing. I'm obsessed with it. It's quite literally my dream job. But I also do it for money. Like, also do that, you know? But yeah, I love my job. It's amazing. If I wasn't making money, would I still be doing it? I mean, as like a creative outlet, probably, but with a baby, I wouldn't have time. So if I was also like working a real job, like a traditional job. So I don't know, these people, we're not doing this because we have to. Then why are you doing it? You didn't join this company out of the kindness of your own heart. That makes no sense.
And see who's talking to me and asking me questions and stuff. And so it's just really exciting because everyone's excited about it.
So
you
true.
know?
Yep.
Yeah.
Every morning I wake up, I'm like, I'm so excited. I'm just so excited to be doing
Yeah.
this, to be helping people. And like, I don't feel bad one bit because I know that
I don't feel bad one bit. But like, why would you say that? Why would you say that? That's weird.
I'm just so thankful for my friend for just introducing this to me because I think it's just going to change the world. And I'm so excited. And, the bonuses, like they jump up very fast. Like we're already, at the first level where we're going to be getting that bonus every single month, but we're already on the way to the second level and they jump up quick. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited about that.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I'm trying to, it's like there's so much information. I'm trying to make sure we don't forget anything. But anyway, if anybody has any questions, you can comment below or ask one of us, and we would absolutely be happy to help.
Definitely.
Okay. All right. Thanks, Cassie. This was fun.
Riveting. All right, y'all. So again, I'm going to keep finding more information about this company and going to continue to talk about them. Like I've said before, I'm going to try to do at least 2 videos on this company a month because I want it to be fresh in your noggin so that you can, I don't want to say like call people out on it, but just educate and let people know like, hey, this is a scam. Quite literally doesn't exist. So please keep that in mind. It's so messed up, and I don't know how you can be okay with promoting something that does not exist. Like, you must believe it so hard. Also, I don't like how that Peter Rancy guy is dressed like Ego from Rat Patootie. So I want to watch that movie tonight. I made chili yesterday. So good. You know what? A little treat for you. I'll have that link down below too. It's by Ambitious Kitchen. It is the best ground turkey chili ever. It's so good. Except for I put like a bunch of chili powder, cayenne pepper, a little bit of paprika, way too much cumin, salt and pepper in it, and oregano and basil. I can't be stopped, okay? I'm gonna put all of those spices in everything. I appreciate you. Please don't fall for this stuff. Again, it was just an example. I'm not picking on these women because like it's sad that they're in this. I feel bad for them, but also like, what you doing? Please don't sign up your kids or anyone for this. It's a waste of money. Such a waste of money when like the points don't matter and the rewards don't exist, you know? Kind of like, whose line is it anyway? Have a great day, night, weekend whenever you're watching this. Please do like and subscribe and comment. If you've made it this far, please leave a mushroom emoji down below. I would appreciate that. That'll just show me that you made it to the end of the video and also just make me feel a little bit special when I'm reading through the comments at 3 a.m. when my child refuses to go to sleep. I'm fine, but like, okay. All right, you're spicy, your butt looks good. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye.